You are the man with the master plan.
I have the plan.
Is that a Supra?
Dude, you sound like a newsman.
Exactly, look at that. I don't even need to do an intro. So, I called my buddy Tristan up. Alex being loud. So I called my buddy Tristan up and asked him to take some pictures of the S14, and it ended up becoming basically a little pre-meet here. We got Static Vision, aka Alec with the Supra, and then FedEx Man with the illegal car. I'm just kidding, the S15, and then, you know, our favorites here with the Vert. So it just kind of turned into a little hangout. Now we got a couple more cars coming out. I'm just gonna have a little chill spot, take some pictures, and just shoot the shit. So we just finished up the photo shoot. We are headed to Tijuana Flats with the whole gang. It's kind of difficult driving right now, not gonna lie, but you know, arm's getting better. Probably gonna go to a different spot to shoot after once it gets a little bit darker out, and then go from there and see who else shows up with the group. So we are continuing the vlog from yesterday. Unfortunately, my phone died and I didn't have any other cameras on me. It was a fun night. Ended up with a pretty good burnout, which you guys will see. And today I'm gonna show you guys the new daily I picked up. I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, you've gone through like 4 cars in the last 3 months. Well, this car I did need. One, because it was automatic. As some of you may know, I broke my collarbone, so I have some movement in my arm, but it is quite difficult, honestly, to drive stick. I saw this car online. My girlfriend found the car, and I absolutely loved it because this is a car that I personally have always wanted to own. And believe it or not, we've already done a few things to it. I've just been kind of keeping it on hold. I'm gonna wait for the garage to open so you guys can hear me. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of a little bit of a project Caitlin and I are gonna have together. For those of you that know, Caitlin's my girlfriend, and it is a 99 E36, which I'm very excited about to own. It is a mint car, 1 owner, AC, leather interior, everything works. And of course, you guys know me, I love my Verts, so let's do a little walk around. So yep, it already has Euro spec headlights, M3 front bumper with fog lights. Caitlin and I recently purchased the wheels. They are Style 5s, but I believe the guy that had them before me said that they were a different company that makes them in wider specs, because Style 5s are 17 by 8 and these are 17 by 9 plus 22 squared. Really nice finish, center caps, brand new tires. Obviously the skirts, rear bumper are all M3. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if some of these come stock like this, but I was told this is all M3, you know, aero, so to speak. The only downside to it is just this. There's one small tear here. Otherwise, the top itself is actually perfect. No tears, no dents. The car's very clean, even though it's actually dirty. See if I got the keys. No, I do not. But yeah, this is gonna be just kind of like a little weekend cruiser / daily for the time being. This will be something that, you know, Caitlin can take to shows when we go together, if we go on cruises or meets, just to kind of, you know, be with the group. I know her car's cool and whatnot, but, you know, that's something she drives every day and she needs to make sure she takes care of. But this was the perfect car we bought. I think the goal now is eventually get Ganador style mirrors, maybe like a nice front lip, maybe do some, you know, mechanical stuff like a nice full exhaust, header setup. It's already got coilovers. I had my friend Rich roll the fenders for me, and Devin and David as well, who helped me out install the coilovers along with Roni, because as you guys know, I can't really do much. The car is very, very clean, and I was, you know, super happy that I found it for a really good price, and the guy was really cool. All right, so now we are going to head to the shop. I'm gonna have the guys help me out, load up my rear wheels because I need tires, and not necessarily just from, you know, messing around, but they are pretty shot. I don't know if you can see. So we're gonna go put some Michelin Pilot Sports on the rear because, believe it or not, even though the car is more of a show car, I do like having a grippy tire on here because I do like to have fun with it. So we're gonna go do that. Maybe clean the car up depending on this weather because I don't know. For those of you that live in Florida, know how bipolar the weather is. All right, guys. So we are headed to the shop right now. I actually have a good friend of mine, TJ, heading to the shop with his gorgeous FRS. We're gonna do a little walk around on the car. He's gonna talk about it. Unfortunately, it started raining when I wanted to go put my tires on, and quite honestly, I didn't want to get my car wet because it was clean. But now it finally cleared up a little bit, and you know, like I said, we're gonna head to the shop, hang out for a little bit, check out TJ's car, and let us know what you guys think.
Soy in the house. Oh, sporting the RB Power hat, right? Okay. Sporting the RB Power hat, as always. As always. Yeah. Dude, the car looks great, man. All painted and everything, huh? Look at that.
Yeah, I saw my buddy's back. He said we were working on.
Hey, nice to see you. I saw you at Riley's today.
I haven't seen it with the kid on in person, like close. It's a little bit like off. So it looks a little darker. Yeah. What I mean is the Miata, is that OG paint or is it repainted? Okay, it could be why. Yeah. It looks freaking sick, man. Red and white always looks so good together.
I was gonna finish my roll cage, bro, because like not a chemical reaction, I guess, from the flux material.
So tell everybody who you are.
My name's Leo.
Put on the spot.
Leo, how you doing, Leo?
I'm doing good.
So tell everybody, how did you meet us, Leo?
Well, I met Jim at Tampa's Finest at one of his shows because he had his GTR on display. And I haven't gotten his name.
Sturge.
Not him. A guy who was
Soy. Yeah.
I met him at O'Reilly's because he was working one day and I got a video of his car.
Cool. Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah.
Tag yourself.
KReyes73, KREYZ73.
All right, so just to make a long story short, we met this young man at the show. Basically, you know, we were talking about the cars and everything. So what did you ask? You're like, hey, can I hang out sometime? What did we say to you?
You said for sure, just
yeah.
come by.
Hey, it's like we tell everybody, man, we're all about just having a good time. You know, having people come to the shop, you know, have a good time, relax, hang out with us. And of course, there's living proof of that. So we're actually, who are we waiting for right now?
TJ and his FRS.
TJ, so TJ's coming by, okay.
AKA my lightsaber buddy.
Ah.
So for those that know, we're big Star Wars geeks, and he built me like a legitimate real style lightsaber. And I don't have many friends that like that, and he's on his way here to show us his car. It's a very tastefully modded FRS. Some people will see it and be like, oh, it looks kind of stock, but he's got like very, very tasteful mods, and he drives the car hard too, which is awesome.
Well, we'll see it. I guess he's coming here by. He's coming out.
On his way right now.
All right,
so.
cool.
Alright guys, so like I said earlier, my buddy TJ was coming down with his beautiful FRS, as I mentioned before. Long story short, we met each other a couple years back. I helped him roll the fenders on this car, and then we started to see each other more, hang out, and he also built my lightsaber, which is another fun fact. But enough of that, so we're gonna let him tell us about his car, what he does with it, what are his future intentions with it, and maybe his favorite parts about the car, and yeah, so what is this? Year, make, and model.
Okay, so it's a 2014 Scion FRS. I got it bone stock with 6,000 miles on it. It now has 94,000.
Oh, wow.
It's a bolt-on car, and I like it that way. It's got a flex fuel kit, but I mean, honestly, I run E85 all the time. There's no reason not to around here. It's got, a body kit on it, Gretty lip, TRD, fender fins, side skirts. It's got a SARD Japan rear wing and a TRD deck lid spoiler. And it's got a full exhaust and a tune by James Martin of HRI Tuning in Orlando. Wheels and coilovers, sticky tires, race comp engineering coilovers, which are based loosely on KWB ones, and that's about it.
What's the power difference like on pump gas and E85? Like,
it's terrible.
Oh, really?
It is awful. The power difference is about like 20 wheel horsepower, but mind you, this car makes 200 at the wheels, so it matters.
Yeah, exactly.
It matters a lot. And another thing is, like, I don't know if you guys noticed this. You both run E85, right?
Yeah.
So for me on this car, at least with the 85, it feels like the car just wants to rev, or like it feels more free revving.
I think I've noticed that briefly, like with my car, because I went from E85 and pump gas, and I legitimately kind of felt the difference, like not drastically, but I could like kind of feel the motor wanting to push more versus like, okay, I gotta watch out, like my tune's set for that. But I'm sure with NA cars, I feel like it's more noticeable.
Oh, speaking of NA, I forgot something I knew I would. It has an Exetti 12-pound flywheel, and it has a 4.3 rear end from the newer cars. So 2017 and up, they got a shorter diff to make the car feel faster.
So do you like plan on doing any like autocross or like sticky driving events, so to speak? Or?
To be honest, I just do a yearly trip up to like Tail the Dragon.
Nice.
I enjoy it up there. I take my girlfriend, and usually she always picks a a really cool cabin that you cannot get to with like even a little bit of a low car. Like it's the last time was a gravel driveway and it was raining.
So what would you say is your favorite thing about the car, like favorite feature? Like what would you say somebody like, this is my most notable thing I like about this car?
Probably the sound.
Yeah,
it's got the unequal length header that pretty much every Subaru has. It comes with an equal length header, but it doesn't sound good, and if you're not turbo, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I know that it's efficient, but
it sounds good though. It's not like when we took it for a ride earlier, we noticed I noticed personally, it's not too loud, but it's not too quiet. It's like, I think a good balance, because obviously he's got AC and the car is comfortable. And like I noticed it sounds good when it should, and it's loud when it should be loud, but if you're just driving, like, when we were cruising down 301 here, it was like a super smooth, like nice tone. It wasn't like my car, his car. So.
When the idle settles down, I've had people ask me if it's even on.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's definitely nice, man. I mean, the wheels sit like, it just complements the car. The car looks like a proper like track car / street car. It's not like too obnoxious. And there's different styles. Everybody's got their own opinions, of course, but I feel like this kind of complements you. Like, this looks like something you drive.
Thank you.
It just, I don't know, it makes sense. Your car's a reflection of your personality, So I feel like this is like, when you see it, oh, this is TJ's car.
That's why you don't leave cars stock.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, it's impossible for us, but and all that. Actually, one question I did have. So you said you run on pump gas and E85 as well.
Yeah.
Did you have to get an aftermarket ECU, or is that something that you can adapt to the stock computer of the car?
No, actually, there is a tuning software called Ecutech.
Okay.
And it uses the stock ECU, and you use this little flex fuel kit here. It takes off of the DI fuel line, so direct injection, runs through here into the, intake manifold. Yeah, well, no, not intake manifold. It runs into the cylinders.
Yeah, yep.
And that's pretty much it. The sensor makes adjustments on the fly, so like you never have to run your tank down or anything. It's just true flex fuel. So.
Makes sense. Well,
yeah,
that's actually pretty cool, because a lot of our older cars, we got to get standalones that just run E85 and all that. But yeah, man. Well, thank you for coming out. The car is gorgeous, and obviously we're happy you're here. And if you guys obviously liked it, leave a comment. What's your favorite part about the car? Make sure to check us out again and subscribe. And thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.